Yeah, we actually like music. In fact, we love music.
It's been a pretty big part of our life. Here we go. Yeah.
Wow. Hey everybody, this is Bill,
And I'm Elizabeth with Live Simple.
Live Free. And we have a lot of questions on a video that we did recently. We were in Phoenix and we did the video about the Musical Instrument Museum, and Elizabeth sat down and played that beautiful Steinway.
Oh, man, I love that piano.
Do you remember that Steinway?
Oh, man. Isn't it often I get a chance to play a beautiful, magnificent Steinway like
Yeah.
that? I loved it.
And when we did that video, we actually got a lot of questions about her playing the piano, and I realized that during the month of October, we were absolutely blown away when we got what I call a surge of 25,000 new subscribers in 1 month to our channel.
Which is pretty cool.
Absolutely blew us away.
Yeah, it's so cool.
But what I realize is that all of you new people, and we are so glad to have you here, but you don't know us very well because you haven't had time to see what we've done. We've been doing this for eight years now.
Yeah, we got 1,000-something
Yeah.
videos out now.
So
yeah, it's been a while.
You may not know that we are musicians. And we've actually done a fair amount of music here on the channel, and
Yes.
we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, I do have this beautiful keyboard. By the way, what I was doing just now, I was just enjoying improvising for just a minute there. I love doing that. Okay, I was a piano teacher and a voice teacher for 30 plus years, full time until I had the stroke. And so I've been doing this for a very long time. It was a privilege actually for some of those years to actually end up living pretty close to New York City and having opportunities to help people get ready for Broadway auditions, get ready for auditions to the performance schools, to actually teach at a studio where the owner sings for the Metropolitan Opera. And that was wonderful. We actually took groups of students in to watch some of the different beautiful works of opera there at the Met. And I loved it. I had a beautiful old 105-year-old player piano that didn't have the player piano parts in it yet, but it was a wonderful piano. That thing was just so strong and sturdy and held its tune. It had perfect old keys with no chips or damage to them. But when we moved into the tiny house, I sold it to one of my students. And then the Lord worked it out that I had just enough money to be able to go and look for a good keyboard. This is a Yamaha, full 88 keys. I got it on a really good sale. And what I was looking for was something to be small enough I could fit into the tiny house that we moved into, but has weighted keys, touch sensitivity, and is at least sort of similar to playing an acoustic piano. Good rich bass. So this has been a neat keyboard for me. We were able to figure out a way to use it in the tiny house, and then I've had it here with me now when we moved down to Virginia. I do have to honestly say that no matter how good a keyboard is, there's just something about playing that real acoustic piano where the hammers are actually going up and hitting the strings and you feel it in the keys. As much as I love this keyboard and as good of a sound as it has, there's just something about playing a real acoustic wooden piano that's just pretty special.
Like a Steinway?
Especially like a Steinway. Yes, it got a gorgeous instrument. I loved it. I would have played loud and long, but I wanted to be considerate of them at the museum, and grateful I had a chance to play that for at least a little bit there while we were there at the Musical Instrument Museum. So, but anyway, I taught piano and voice I have studied with a really incredible opera, maestro, and studied opera for quite a long time. And I've loved teaching. I do a little bit now since the stroke, especially like grandkids and just some different people that I've been able to work with. But I can remember everything. I can do everything just like I did before, but I just don't have the stamina. Playing a piano, especially reading music, requires a lot of different brain functions, and I get too tired. So I have had to limit my lessons now ever since then, but I'm grateful that I can still play, and I love it. And when I play for church, I don't necessarily play the piano for like an entire practice session and then an entire worship service and another one, because we do 2 of them every Sunday. I can do it, but it gets really hard on me. My hand stops working quite properly, hard for my eyes to track because of the stroke. But I play on the keyboard there, and I can do string sounds and just a lot of things there at the church to add to the worship. And I can just come up with different things that I can just add to the worship music, and I really do enjoy that. So yes, I dearly love the music. I love writing songs, and I included one. This is a little part of one that I wrote actually for Bill. I think I've included that in the channel before, but this is called Last Love. It's just a little example of some of the pieces that I have written. I've actually written them out, and some of my students have played some of the pieces for recitals. I taught a lot of students, and so I would have like 350, 400 people coming for the recitals. It was neat. It was pretty cool.
How many, at the most, how many students did you have that you taught on a weekly basis?
I at one point was teaching 77 students every single week. And that is half hour, 45 minutes, sometimes hour-long lessons. So it was very definitely full-time. And you put more time into it than just the time you're spending teaching. When I had the stroke, I had to write letters to 64 families, and some of them had multiple children. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, was to let them know I just didn't think I was going to be able to do it anymore. Because I can't believe I spent all those years doing something I loved so much as my way of making an income. I've got some background in college when I was in nursing and pre-med, and I did a lot of study. And anyway, I was one of the people that quite often had opportunity to teach someone who had varying types of challenges or disabilities, and that was very, very rewarding and wonderful through all of those years. One of my students, I just love her dearly, and she's autistic, and oh my goodness, I think I taught her for 20 years. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful to be a part of her life into her adulthood. It was great. So I'll share just a little bit of this one piece that I wrote for Bill. I'm gonna do that again. Okay. So I did write this for Bill. That wasn't the whole piece, but just a nice part of it that I wanted to share with you guys.
And as I sat down to edit this video, I realized that there was one more question that we get on a regular basis that we forgot to answer, and that is that Elizabeth playing in some of the background music in our videos? The answer to that is no. We do at least 3, sometimes 4 videos a week, and there just simply wouldn't be time for her to do that. If you listen to most of that music, you realize it's not just piano, it's actually a full band behind her, or behind the piano player. And that would take a full production. That would take a week or more just to put that together and edit it. So no, she doesn't do that. We get all of our music from the YouTube Creators Studio. They have a whole library of literally thousands of pieces of music that we can, as creators, can use without worrying about royalties. So that's what we use, and it is not Elizabeth, for the most part, playing on our videos. And if it is, then she will let you know that. She does do that occasionally, but not very often. And I was a trombone player in the Army band for 24 years. So for 24 years, I played my trombone professionally. You can actually see my trombone behind me here. And we did over 600 gigs a year. Traveled all over the world playing, just playing music. And then I've also, ever since I was a teenager, I've played guitar, and more recently bass guitar in worship bands. And so I play the bass guitar in our worship band now. I don't have much outlet for my trombone anymore since the COVID shut down the local community band that I was playing in.
Yeah, well, that's been sad to us to have that band not around anymore.
But I do still have the musical outlet to play the bass in the church worship band every week, and I just absolutely enjoy that.
Yeah.
So, would you like to see some of our music that we've done here on this channel? We've done some covers.
Yep.
We've got several recordings of some of our worship band where you can see Elizabeth and I together playing in the band, and also our son Barry, who is the drummer in the band. And then Elizabeth also has a fair amount of original music that she has written that we have performed.
Yeah, we've got some songs that I had written that we've been able to put on the channel. Sometimes they're around a holiday, and sometimes they're just songs that we wanted to share with you guys.
So all of our music is in a playlist called, are you ready for this? Our Music. And we will put a link at the end of the screen and also in the description for Our Music. So if you're interested in seeing what we've done, go ahead and check out the playlists of our music.
Yeah, we just wanted to let you guys know, especially those that are kind of new to us, that yes, music is a very beloved part of our life.
Yeah, has been all of our lives. One of the first times I ever really realized I was falling in love with her. Before we were married, before we were engaged. We actually sang together.
Oh yeah, that's one of the first things we ever did.
I was playing the guitar and we were singing together, me and her sister Dana.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been doing music together since we were about 20, 19 or 20.
Yeah, I think you were 19 and I was 20. I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness, yes. So we wanted to share that with you guys. Please go and listen. We're going to be trying to put more songs on. As you know, as time goes by here, and kind of sharing that with you, and so we just wanted to make sure you guys kind of knew what was going on with that, because we have had a lot of people asking, you know, and wondering ever since they saw me play if I have a piano or if I ever play or what's going on. So yeah, alrighty. Well, listen, thanks for thanks for wondering, and we wanted to let you know. And so alrighty, well, live simple,
live free, you be blessed.
We do love you guys, and we will see you again soon.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.